So now let's start the next tutorial in data visualization and data extraction. So data visualization and data extraction is very important in the data pre-processing. Data visualization makes big and small data easier for the human brain to understand, because only with the visualization, that means you are in a position to understand the data by looking at it, and you can draw your conclusions from that. And visualization also makes it easier to detect patterns, any trends and any outliers. All these things are possible with the help of the data visualization. Now, data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data by using visual elements like charts, graphs and maps, etc. So data visualization tools provide an accessible way to see and understand trends, outliers and patterns, etc. in the data. Now, what exactly is the data visualization? Visualization is the conversion of data into a visual or tabular format so that the characteristics of the data and the relationship among data items are attributable. You can easily attribute it and can be analyzed or reported. It is for visual representation of data, for exploration, discovery, insight. Interactive component provides more insight as compared to a static image, because the static image doesn't move. Whereas in this, you will see that the patterns give you better understanding. Now, types of data visualization is, it may be scientific visualization like a structured data or a seismic or medical data. Informational kind of a visualization, that means no inherent structure, news, stock market or top gross movies or Facebook connections, etc. Then visual analytics, use visualization to understand and synthesize large amounts of multimodal data. It may be audio, video, text, images, networks of people, etc., etc. So visualization of data is one of the most powerful and appealing technique for data exploration. Humans have a well-developed ability. We all know that we are easily understanding anything that comes in the form of picture, and we can easily analyze that. So to analyze a large amount of information that is presented visually is all that very easy with the help of a graphical representation. It can detect general patterns and trends, can detect outliers and unusual patterns. All such things are easily understandable. Impact of visualization is, it makes a huge and immediate impact on the viewer. It saves time, effort to go through the document. It is difficult to go through a document of 10-15 pages. But certainly if the same document is transformed into form of a graph or a chart, etc., you can easily visualize, easily understand. And that is the purpose of visualization. It may be a worksheet having number of columns or rows. It may be a document. It may be anything of that sort, which is quite voluminous and difficult to understand. But with the help of the charts or graphs, it becomes very easy. Typical example could be builds courage, combats negativity, gathers energies, fosters purpose. So the most useful part is that it is a graphical representation of data like charts, graphs, etc. And data visualization provide an accessible way to see and understand. It may be trends, it may be outliers, it may be patterns or anything of that sort. Today's data visualization tools go beyond the standard charts. Today we are not restricted only to the line chart or histogram or things like that, which are very, very primitive. They display data in more sophisticated ways, such as infographics, dials and gauges, geographic maps, spark lines, heat maps, detailed bar, pie and fewer charts. Now these images may include interactive capabilities, enabling users to manipulate them to drill into the data for querying and analysis. And it is happening. The interactive kind of charts and graphs are also in the process of coming up. Let's understand the data extraction. Now, data extraction is a process that involves retrieval of data from various sources. Data extraction is a process that involves retrieval of data from various sources. Frequently, companies extract data in order to process it further, migrate the data to data repository. We know because we need only the relevant data, and that is why we have to extract it from the repository. It may be a data warehouse or maybe a data lake or whatever, so that you only extract the relevant part of the data. It is common to transform the data as a part of this process. The main reason of this complexity is because of the varied sources of data. The reason for all that, because we have already discussed that the data comes from different sources, and these data sources typically unstructured. Data sources include web pages, emails, documents, PDFs, JPGs, scanned text, whatever. So all these types of data is possible to be there. So which is further used as a sales or marketing leads. Now, extracting data from these unstructured sources have grown into a considerable technical challenges. The majority of current data extraction deals with extracting data from these unstructured data sources and from different software formats. The growing process of data extraction from the web is referred to as web data extraction or web scraping. Thus, data extraction is an attempt to reduce to complex, messy, context-laden, and quantification resistant reality to a matrix of categories and numbers. It may be time consuming, often very, very difficult. Now, two levels of data extractions are possible, that is rapid, and the second is comprehensive. Let's go one by one. Extracting data direct to tables, that is study characteristics, methodological, quality, findings, practical, where clear idea of review output like mapping, existing research, etc. Synthesis impossible or limited. Then in comprehensive kind of a data set, extracting data to data extraction forms, one form per study, then facilitates more detailed analysis and synthesis and valuable for multi-use of data, resource intensive. So all these are the distinction between the two types of data sets. Now stages of data extraction is, number one is assessment of eligibility, whether the data is eligible for extraction or not. Assessment of quality, what's the kind of quality that you expect from that. Assessment of study characteristics and extraction of study finding. So this is what the data extraction and data visualization that was there, and this completes our data wrangling part. So now we'll go on to the actual programming language, that is Python. Thank you.